when rule yesterday. So today we'll see the decision table and decision tree. Okay. So we can have decision category, the when rule will be there. So we're going to create a decision table as well. Okay. So decision table will be a table format. Okay, there you can able to test multiple values. Okay, so we can say check total amount. Okay, so if you say actually like you are charging the customer delivery fee, and if the amount is more than 600, you don't want to charge him. So you want to check that if the amount is greater than or that or not. So that actually you can achieve. So you actually like also you are going to give that if the amount is more than 1,000, you are going to give him 2% discount. If the amount is more than 2,000, you are going to give him 5% discount. Okay, so that we are going to achieve in a single table. So let's say so this is the if you open a new decision table rule, it will be look like at the first. Okay, and you can see this is the like to add row, to delete rows, and here it's the OR condition. I'll tell you that like what you mean by how you can make OR in that one. Okay, and you can put range as well. If the amount is between this range, you want to do that. So that also we can able to achieve that. Okay, and finally this will be give the results return property. Okay, so results tab, actually these are some of the advanced things are there. So at the moment it's actually not required. You just concentrate onto the table part of it. Okay, so let's say we are going to write it. So if you click onto the drop, it will ask you which property you want to compare. Okay, so we have like okay total amount. Okay, and for that actually I'm going to with the range. Okay, so here actually I'm just putting the save. Okay, so now actually like it's asking for two values, right? If it is greater than or minimum and maximum. So we say if it is between 500, okay, and it is greater than within 1,000, okay, you are going to give him 2%. Okay, and now you want to add one more row. You can add rows. Oh, it's actually above. Actually, I need to down on that. Okay, fine. So it is like if it is 0 to 500, you want to going to return 0. Okay, so to make the complete of that, and then you want to add one more row. So if we say between 1,001, okay, I'll tell you that will come. Okay, so between 3,000, okay, you have 4. Okay, and now you want to get that one more row after again. So if it is greater than 3,001, any values you want to go with 6. Okay, so this way you can able to save your decision table and we can able to test it.
Wouldn't the first one be 499? 0 to 499?
Actually, I intentionally did that. Okay, now actually we see this is a conflict. Okay, because for 500 actually it's going to be both one. So which one should?
Okay, I see.
So I did it conflict. It will show me that there is a conflict. If you can see it here.
Yes.
Yeah, actually I intentionally did that one.
Okay, good.
I just want to show you that feature of the Pega of the show conflict. Okay.
So logic that this doesn't hold logically.
Yeah, right.
Good.
So what actually this means is that like if you say your if any rule actually like if you see a decision table works in this way. Actually first it will check the first row. If this is true, it will stop it here and it will return you that row. Okay, so it is not going to evaluate all the below rows of that. And if it doesn't find any one of them, okay, so if you see that time it's going to evaluate the otherwise. So that actually you can able to see any values. So first we need to correct this one. Oh, it's actually become saved, so I need to check out once. Okay, so in otherwise actually I want to go with the 0. Any values with the other than that it will go into 0, and I need to change it to either 501 or I need to change to 499. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
So
yeah.
now go that, it will give you that it's a consistent one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is actually like I just want to show you that this part of the feature of the that one, and actually like so completeness. So if you see, actually you are getting the all the values of that. So if you
Okay.
see, if it is less than 0, what is going to be happen? If it is less than 501, so that will be going to put into this range. So these all conditions are not required. So actually as a completion, if you want to do that, so actually so completeness give you that all the possible combination it will provide you.
Okay. I get it.
So this actually if you don't want, we can delete it as well. So you have an option to, you can select that and you can delete the particular row. So if we don't want, actually we can able to delete it as well. Okay, so this is actually like a single variable. If you want to include the quantity with that as well. So if you say, if you know, say it's like the quantity, you are just buying a one product or you are buying multiple product as well. So you want to include a end condition with that. So if you say you are in this property now, and after that you want to include one more column. So one more property you want to compare. Okay. So if you say here, I'm going to compare the total quantity as well. Okay. So here I'm not using range. Okay, I'm using the comparison operator.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Not comparison, actually I want. Actually I need to go for. Okay, like see it's like yeah, we cannot. Okay, greater than. Okay, if we can go with that, if it is greater than that. So with that, actually, if you say if it is this range, okay, so we are not doing comparison. So actually, irrespective of that, and within this 5,000 and 1,000, if the total quantity is 5, then only we are going to give him this return. Otherwise, we are not going to give.
Mm.
Okay. So this is we are going to check this. If the range amount is this 2 and total quantity is 5, greater than 5, then only is going to get the discount. Otherwise, it will be going to return you 0. Okay. So this way you can able to set multiple on conditions within that. Okay. And if you want to see or condition, like if it is greater than 5, or you want to put or on that. So I can see no, or is not this. So if you say here, actually I just say greater than 4 or greater than 5. Okay. So this is like if it says that if it is greater than 4 or greater than 5, both will work. I can just see directly 4, but actually want actually 5 to be inclusive. So I can make the condition or if the quantity is 4 or 5, greater
Okay.
than 4 or 5, it will going to work. So this is actually way we can put the or condition as well. So this is actually if you say like you are taking the customer marital status. If it's married or single or widowed or divorced, so that you want to compare that way, so you can able to do that as well here. So if you don't want, you can able to delete that as well. The or condition, you can remove it as well. Okay. So once actually you are happy with your decision table, okay, we can able to test it without any rule. Actually, we can able to test the output based on the property. The decision table can be tested. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually asking for the total amount. So actually I'm saying total amount is 1000. Okay. What should it should return? It should return 2. No, it's actually like, because this is the second one. So if you say I gave it 6, so this is actually is going to return 2. Okay, so it's returning 2.
I see.
The product is 3 because 3 is not less than 5. So it will going to return me 0. So it's going to return 0. Now if you like, if irrespective of the quantity, I'm just taking the greater than 3000, more than 3001. Okay. So this time it will going to return me 6. So that's like you can able to see that your decision table logic is working fine, and based on the total amount, you are getting the output from that. So this is actually your decision table. So this is actually can be complex. Okay, so you can have 500 rows here, like 500 columns, or you can have multiple the complex logic also you can put it here. So in place of that, actually if you have multiple conditions, multiple quantity, right? So it is actually like difficult to maintain it here. So Pega provided one more feature. You can export it into an Excel, okay? And this feature is not there in the previous versions. From 7.2.1 only, they started this feature. Earlier, we need to do it here itself. So it will open that in an Excel format here itself, and we have to make the changes that, and it will save it here. So it will not going to give you a separate Excel file. So now they have changed, and you can able to do an Excel separately. So that now actually, like if you want anything, I can include here. So this I just included 5000 here, and after that I'm going to include one more row. Oh, it should be okay. Yeah. So I can save it and I can upload it this one. Okay. So now we see I can go and upload the same Excel sheet, and whatever the changes is there in the Excel sheet, it will be uploaded here. Okay. Now we can see that the whatever the things we made changes actually like is reflecting here in the decision table. So this way we can able to make changes as well. So this is like we can use the decision table to derive the logic. So decision table where you can reference the decision table. So we can see that the help, it is actually help is mainly like you can see that where all we can use the decision table. So we can use in the decision shape, okay. You can use it in an activity, okay. We call that in a declare expression rule, and we can call in decision collection rule, okay. So these are the way we can use the decision rule, okay. Decision table can be called in these 4 places, okay. So it's clear, decision table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, actually, like the same thing you can achieve from the decision tree as well. So decision tree is actually like your tree-like structure. So you are actually like writing multiple. So here you can see that you are writing multiple if condition. Actually, like this is creating itself. Okay. So if you want to create your own decision table to convert this into decision tree, okay, in place of this. So decision tree will be. I'll show you how we can create the decision tree. For the similar thing, let's check. Okay. Here actually what we're going to check that what is the customer type. So if like we want to check the customer type now. Okay. So let's say check customer type. So based on the customer also, you are going to give some discount. right? Giving extra things onto that. So if we say we are going to create check customer type, and we are going to create that. Okay. So here also your decent table doesn't have the export and import feature. Other two features are same. So conflict and so completeness, the same way which we have here. It's like the similar it works that as well here. Okay. So here it's like what condition you want to write, you can write it here. Okay. So if you say it's like I want to check the customer dot, we have type customer type. Okay. Like we want to compare if customer type is gold, okay, then return 10%. Okay. If you want to actually like multiple condition, okay, so you can click plus on that. So it's going to write multiple condition like that. So if you say you are now writing say customer type, okay, so here you are going to write the, like you, all that you can do. So here if you say customer type is silver, okay, 5. Hi Mukesh. Hello.
Say what?
Oh, it's not able to hear you. Yeah, it's restored now. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Fine. So this way, like there is one more way. Like if you say you want to check the amount as well. So in this actually, like if you say you are just this one, and then you want to continue or otherwise, you have multiple options also. So if you say I want to continue, okay, and within that I'm going to check another thing, quantity as well. So if you say I want to say the, if it is gold and amount is uh, greater than 3000, then return 10. Okay. So here actually like you can say, oh sorry, it's like that. Oh, completely changed to, this is the problem in this entry. Okay. So if you say total quantity, sorry, total amount, I'm just checking, is greater than 3000, then return 10. Okay. So now if you say you are to include within that one more condition. So this is actually for the gold itself, you are doing that. So if you see here, you are trying to do that if total amount, again you are just trying if the total amount, okay, less than 3000, then return 8. Okay. So if it's silver, then directly you are getting 5. If customer type is gold and total amount is greater than 3000, it's going to return 10. If it is less than 3000, it's return you 8. Okay. So this way we can generate the logic. So if you can see, this is the nested. So here actually I can nested once more. So I can say continue, again it will going to nested if. So it is like a tree-like structure which will come from that. So that's why it is called as decision tree. Okay. So normally when we should use when rule. So when rule actually like mainly used when you need just if then else, like you can see Boolean value true or false, then you can go for when rule. Okay. And when we should go for decision table is actually like if you have multiple properties and you want to compare with the multiple values of them. So like we are comparing for the same property with the different values, right? So that time it will be useful to go for that. And decision tree, actually you can see if it is in hierarchical structure and you want to see multiple properties with the different values. So if in one place you are saying customer type, I can write multiple logics here. Okay, so that actually like decision tree will help on that time. So I can nested it in different condition. I can able to write in the decision tree. So let's we can able to test it as well. So let's click. We are going to test it. Okay. So we can run it. So it will ask you the customer type. So let's say we are going to give customer as platinum. So directly it will give me 0 because we are planning for platinum is not the type. So if you say we are going with gold. Okay. So for gold, it asking for the amount. So if you say I ask the amount, say 3000. So it give me 0. Why? Okay. And I think with the customer type, we have not defined these values. We need to check that part. Okay. I think in the pick list we have given the public or something private customer like that. Oh yeah, this is actually we have given the values. So let's actually can just changing it to gold, platinum, and silver. Okay. And into guest something. Okay. So now if you're running it here, it will give me the correct value. I need to run it once again. Actually, it's not going to reflect that with them. So let's say I'm going to check it once again. Why it's saying still old is that? Let's see. Okay. I need to just save the decision, this rule once again also. So that's after that only it's going to reflect. Okay. One second. I think I need to reset the page. Okay, yeah, now it will work fine. Yeah, so now you say I'm just putting the value as gold. I'm running it again. It will be fine. Okay, so that is the page what I need to delete it. As earlier, actually like using the same page reference, so not able to do that. So now it is giving 1000. So it will give me 8. So it's fine. You're getting 8. Right? So if you say actually just change to silver, but irrespective of the amount, it is going to return me 5. Yep. So you're getting the values 5. So based on the type of the variable, you're going to get the what you are going to give the discount to him. Okay. So this way we can able to create decision tree. Okay. So you have like
Mukesh.
continue.
Mukesh.
Done. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Keshwan.
Mukesh, and in the subtree for total amount is there, no? In the subtree itself, can you have one more, sub one?
You want after this one more continue?
Yeah, not, I mean, see, for customer type, there is this one kind of sub, okay. For total amount itself, I want one more sub tree like that. Can have, like if else if like that. If you give continue, the other part is kept. If total amount less than 3000, right?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah. I can hear you.
If total amount is greater than 3000, it is coming. Okay, one more statement in that itself, right? Can we have submit tree?
Okay, that you want to continue that, right? So here is like that.
Okay,
so
okay.
You want to continue there, again you want to compare the quantity, right? So you say, I want to compare the quantity. If it is quantity is greater than 5, then in returning 10. Okay. So that is like, again you can see within that it's created like that way. So within that I want to create a one more plus. So it's on here. I'm putting plus one more here. So here again I'm calculating the total quantity. Okay, if it is less than 5, okay, then it's going to return 9. Yeah, that's your looking.
Yeah, Mukesh. Yeah, got it. I thought LC for LC kind of thing. So
yes.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's perfect.
Right. So this way actually you can see like it's a tree-like structure. You can able to nested if you can able to create using the decision tree.
See, now anyway it is only few columns and rows we have, right? Here checking.
Yeah.
So what
right.
What if 100 rows and 1000 columns or 500 columns?
Yeah.
How to
no, then in that scenario, decision tree is not the good one. You need to go for the decision table.
Okay.
Okay. You should not go for decision tree if you have more properties and the different condition. You should not go here and do the decision tree.
Okay.
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 And decision tree also works in the same way. I click at any point of time, if it is written any of the property, it's not going to validate other one. So if you say at any point of time, see like if my quantity is greater than 5, so it's not going to check other conditions. It will return directly the value which is written 10 directly. And then it will not check the remaining condition.
Okay. I mean, So it is a one single statement kind of, right? The whole thing you return.
Right.
It
It will give me
is
only one value output.
okay. Okay, but in the decision table we have a multiple thing, right?
No, there also you will get the output only one.
Yeah, output only one, but it will see here. If total quantity, let there is a 5 means 5 or something, then it will return some value, right? It
Right.
is false. But there are different rows or different thing we are suggesting, right?
No, see, same thing. Actually, like here I'm using the 3 property, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
there
Okay.
also
Got
you
it. Got
have, like the columns are there, you are writing in a tabular format. The same thing you are writing
Okay.
in the table in tabular format. Here you need to write all the conditions from yourself.
Okay. Got it. Then. Okay.
Okay. So same thing, you can achieve this in a decision table as well. Like we achieve this part there. Like total amount is this one, then this quantity is like that. Actually, we are doing one of the return, right? So here it's like it's in the written format. So here you can see that like what's the like is a business when they write in the business format in the same manner. Okay. Yeah. So this way we can write the decision tree. Okay. So there is one more rule. Okay. Which we call as map value. Okay, so this is little advanced one, but it is good to know that logic as well. So I'll just tell you that one. So for that I need 2 properties. Okay, so I'm just creating that target. Okay, so that I'm just going to create 2 properties, role and rank. Okay. So if you say in your company, you have many sales people. Okay, they have different ranks. Okay, and different role. So within a role, they have different ranks as well. Like there are some sales agent, sales operator, and you are providing them monthly target, right? So if it is, say, if it is sales, role is sales agent, and rank is 1. How it should be? How you are going to set the target for him? If it is sales role, rank is 2. How you are going to set the target? If it is sales manager and rank 1, you need to set the target, right? So that time it's going to be useful to use the map value. Okay, so if you say like role, I'm going to create as a pick list. So I'm going to create the 2 on that, not going to measure on that, and rank. Okay, that also I'm going to create as a pick list. Okay. So here if you say like in role, I'm going to put the values of sales agent, okay, sales supervisor, and sales manager. Okay. So within them, they are actually senior and like that. So if you say 1 and 2. So now I'm going to create a map value rule. Okay, map value is actually like it's a you are converting from that to 2. So if you say actually like a location, right? So location, how you justify that? Actually, you put the your longitude and altitude to describe a location, right? So location 1 point is described by 2 different things. So map value is actually the same rule. Okay, actually there is an issue with this. I can create it from here. Okay, this is the map value rule. Okay, so the context is missing. Okay, I can write it there. Okay, yeah, check target. this can be two-dimensional or single-dimensional. Okay, if you want to map one-to-one, so there is one-dimensional. If you want to map two-dimensional, you need to, like rows and column, you want to map, you can go with that. So if you say, I want to go with a property, okay, part property you want to use, role. So I can go with role here, okay. And if I don't want this, I can delete this one. If the column, I can just go with the row. So if it is one-to-one mapping, you can map one-dimensional. If you want only two-dimensional, so map value can be one-dimensional or two-dimensional only. You cannot have multiple dimensional. So if you see here, rank, okay. Yeah. So now actually, like if you go to the configure view, we can able to add the multiple rows. So if you see here, we are going to write the sales agent, sales supervisor, and sales manager. Okay. And here we can go with 1, 2, 3. Okay. And come to the matrix, you can see now. Okay. So now actually if you say for sales agent 1, rank 1, what you want to put the target. So if you say for him, you want to put 100. If it is rank 2, we are going to target of 150. And if it is doesn't match both two, it's going to default as 50. Okay. So if it is sales supervisor and rank is 1, what target you want to give? So if you say 125, and here 175, and here we are going to give 75. Okay. For sales manager, you want to give the target of 140, 180, and 80. Okay, default actually, like if there is no rank was given for that one, so it will going to take that one. Okay, the same way if you don't have any role but the rank is 1, what value is going to get? So if you say 40, 60, and if the both of them actually sales agent and the rank both doesn't match, so it will going to take the default value. So that actually we can say a default we can say 99. Okay. So this way now it will like you can see the same way you have configure columns, configure rows, show complete, show completeness, and export and import. So we can do all that like a decision table. We can do it as well. But only limitation in this one is it can be used only for two-dimensional. If it is till two-dimensional, we can go with the map value rule. If it is more than 2, we can go with the decision table for that. So now if we say we want to run that. Okay. Oh, so that's values are already there because we need to reset the page again. So if you want to remove that, so role is you can say sales agent. Okay. So it will ask you for the rank. So if you say I don't want to give the rank anything, or need rank. So if you say I get 0, okay, it's a junior. Oh, 0 is not the valid value. Okay, we need to give that one. So if you say like if it is not matched, it's return you 50. Okay, because the role is sales agent. And now if you say give it 1, so sales agent 1 is going to give you 100. If I change to 2, it will give me 150. So in the runtime, using your case, you are going to get the these two value, and based on that, you are passing this two value to this decision table. Okay, sorry, map value, and you will going to get this value from that, and it will return you this value, and you can able to check that and able to set that one for that user. So this is the way the map value we can create it. Okay. So if you say like I've given some different cells operator, okay. And here I'm giving as 5. So both are actually is not there, so it's going to give me 99. Okay. So that's the your map value rule. Okay, how this is actually going to be created and can be used as well. And where we can reference this map value rule, you can see it from the help. So this you can see that the same place in the distance save, in the activity, you can use in the declared expressions, and we can call a map value rule within a map value as well. Okay. So in place of that, you can call it map value rule as well. So if you say actually you don't want to call this one, so you can call a property or you can call a map value rule directly here. Okay, so this is actually you'll give the how you can use a map value. Okay, so we're going to stop now, and we'll tomorrow we'll see the declare rules. What are the different declare rules available in Pega? We'll see that out. Okay. Any questions?
This was really good today.
Sorry?
I said this was really good today.
Yeah.
All examples work.
Yeah, there is nothing, yeah, no issues happening. Actually, like that's what I told. Actually, in Pega, the UI is the difficult one. Other rules doesn't give you problem, but the UI part is actually automated, right? So sometimes you don't know what actually happening in the behind of the scene. So UI is the main thing which give you the trouble while you work in Pega.
I've tried to do a lot of UI work, it doesn't go through. So I understand.
Yeah. Most other things actually is good, and if it works fine, the UI also looks good. Actually, like you can design the UI in very less time. But if you face issues, then actually like it will be you're actually like what you can say, you're gone. Actually, like it will be very difficult to debug the UI issue in Pega. Actually, because what actually we do in normal, I did it in the same way, but still it's not working in the same way. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to meet again on, and we'll discuss tomorrow onto the declare rules. Okay. So what is the declare rules? Actually in Pega, how we can create more declare rules like that. We'll do that one on tomorrow's class. Okay. Okay. Cheers. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you.